Hey, welcome back to another episode of Terraria. Oh, Calamity Mod, but same game. This isn't vanilla. Definitely not. First thing I've got to do that was forgotten to do last episode was take the armor that we took off and pop it on the armor stands. So plus returning the tide to its rightful place. Right there. Pop down our Daedalus armor. Because we got this new Fathom Swarmer set. We've got a couple things to do today, starting with attempting to get some better wings. So, I'm going to check how many. Got some perennial bars, which you need. I think it's actually only 3 to allow me to get, I think it's boost or something. That's 5, so. I think I can actually. Okay, no, double clicking doesn't work in this. So then, back to the booster. I keep not clicking backspace just enough. So now, got a horizontal speed multiplier of 8 and accelerator 1.5, compared to these with 7.5, 1, and these have got slightly shorter flight time, but they're gonna be a decent bit faster, which is what we need. It doesn't matter if we can fly, if we can not move. And considering the main problem we had last time was not being able to accelerate fast enough, I think this with 50% more acceleration is going to be a huge help. I'm going to put back on my circlet. But then, so we're mostly ready. I'm going to go double check my list of stuff to do before we head off. And if we've got everything, then we can start heading to go fight what we attempted last time but failed. So, okay, I guess what I did forget was getting the Morning Storm, which is a much better whip than this. It does 150 base instead of like 80 base. These are a lot faster. They also match better with the outfit. It's sort of both of them are sort of a like greenish color. We didn't get high enough to anchor onto that. I dodged right by that wyvern. So I'm pretty sure it should be. I don't know, we're not close yet. Now we summon all 9 of our summons. So that's how many we've got right now. Yeah, max minion's 9. Luckily I only need for like the hook to touch it for a fraction of a second for my flight to refill. It would be a bit of a pain if, like, in some other games that I play, that takes a while for stuff to refill. So, let's dive straight in. Pretty sure I've got, for my stuff, I've got several things. So, we're just gonna go and slaughter everything. Actually, I don't think I've been at the dungeon a whole lot in this playthrough. Though, if you've never played Terraria, the dungeon gets a lot more enemies right after Plantera defeated, which we did 2 episodes ago. So, I have the chance of getting much stronger weapons, but it's also that everything here is also going to be a lot more difficult to kill. Plus, we can get ectoplasm, which would be very nice if we have any use for it, because it is something that is for summers. And my minions just are going to town. Means I keep seeing new item unlocked in the deviant shop. Zero clue what it is. Ooh, but these are also dropping essences of havoc. It's really nice. I think I eventually have to use those for something. I can just teleport down here. And they're just murdering everything. So, I think I may just pause the recording for a minute and let my things go hand. So, I'm gonna pause this for a minute, and I will see you in a little once I get the item that I need. That didn't take long. It took probably 30 seconds for something to drop a Morning Star. And yeah, just to put it into perspective, this one has a damage buffing Reforge, plus my damage, it's at 99 damage. And this is a weak one, which doesn't give any bonus to damage, and it's at 227. Plus, its reach is a lot farther. It is a bit slower, which impacts DPS, but I'm not clicking that fast. So, we can chuck away all that. Zero clue how to pronounce the name. Now I don't have to anymore. Now I've got to find wherever I put the Godless Tinkerer. Basically just need to zoom out. Look at their little faces. He also may just be over here. He has Sarks. But these wings are really, really much faster. So, let's see how much he's gonna charge us to reforge. Okay, 9 gold per reforge. That's not horrible. Light, use the speed, but okay, I think I'm gonna settle for Unpleasant. It's not the greatest, but it's a bit of a damage buff and gives extra knockback. So, I think with all this, we should be able to go fight the Astrum Aureas. It's really cool how they follow me. I'm gonna deposit all. Then, missed gameplay items. Which I think is where the sun's up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna head over here and make sure that I have. Yeah, I have like the Bewitched. Oh, I did not. I needed to refresh that. So that gives me an extra sentry. And I can pop these up to double check that they're all working. So that can go away. Now we just need to head over to the biome. I'll switch around to I'll keep it at this till we arrive. All 10 of our tornadoes. This is gonna be fun. They shoot really fast. And I don't think Astrum is immune to any of the effects I give. So, just gonna make our way here. Make it dusk. Summon the big boy. I accelerate naturally on the faster. Heal real quick. Oh, my darlings. Saved me. That was not good. I'm gonna switch to be on defensive. Just gonna... They are solidly chipping away at his health. And his music is fire. Okay, he's gonna go for a big jump in a second. I am so glad for iframes. Blessed be the man who came up with those. Okay, that astral spawn's gonna be... I dashed too early. Oh, that heals back. Okay. Discord has saved me once again. So we are going to do this. Okay, I should have waited to dash. Oh. That was so close, though. I didn't even see that. Okay. I'm not upset, though. We cranked out an absolute ton of damage. So I'm just gonna quickly rush over there again and re-challenge him. I can pretty much just spam this for so long. And we're back! There's a grave. Oh. I forgot to get some buffs. And I'm gonna pick resilience. I'm gonna stick with resilience. Because I feel like it will defense blocking 10% more damage, maybe a bit more useful. Actually, I'm just gonna flip a coin. So, heads I go Swift, and tails I go like resilience. Okay, let's see what we get. Tails. So that will be resilience, which I'm already at. So defense blocks more. Just spamming the dash key and the teleport key, and it's really fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so we think we've got a bit buffed damage. So they're good. Probably I can actually reforge them, since them costing less mana doesn't mean anything. Okay, so this is a dust. Oh, that was not meant to happen. You just rifted. Yeah, but this time we're playing a good chunk more offensive. I just tank that. Off he goes. Down into his little world. I think just really curious. Okay, gotta go to the spawn. Dodge in between. Okay, heal. And he immediately wasted that heal. Okay, shooting off all his orbs. Oh, we got him irradiated. It'd be really funny if he got struck by, like, one of the falling stars. Okay, so I've got the strat. Sort of absolutely spam attacks on him while he launches all his warheads. I'm gonna just call them warheads. There isn't much else I can call them. And if he's on the... Okay, we are hanging on. Oh, I did not use that well. Okay. It was available. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? He's dead. He's dead. Okay. Second to read the lore. Ooh. This is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna just swap out my dash first. So, I can increase fall speed by holding down, and if I hold X, I ground pound, which increases the damage. So if I do something like this... Hi! He got sent to the Netherrealm. That's actually really cool. I'm actually curious what I need to mine that. So now things aren't powered, so there are a couple things I can get. So I'm gonna pause it so I can double check what everything is, what all drops it. Then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna have to go do a bunch of the lab stuff, because I've not done any of that, and I'm supposed to get like the 4th stage of it, I think. But we can speedrun it all. So I'll see you in a second, confirm what drops at what. Okay, we've got 2 things to get here, which both are underground. Luckily, ooh, the golden thing. luckily for me, it spawned in a place where stuff's very easy to navigate. I.e., it spawned Crimson Crimson already has stuff. I see a cave down here. So, we've just gotta find a cave big enough. Actually, really creepy. That was literally one of the items we need. So, the other one I'm pretty sure we have to get rid of. Because it comes from hives. And it's actually much less essential to our thing. So I don't care about that. Oh, that's very early game. Seems like the Astral gets overruled by the mushrooms. But I'm fine for the moment. Quickly grab this, see what this is. I can't even see the enemies that my things are targeting. I'm going to teleport. I majorly got what I wanted, since the other thing was sort of an afterthought. So, got deposit all, and I'm pretty sure he's got a summoning weapon that we can make, but I can check. Oh, that's not. Hey, what? Where's it? Well, those seem to be just gems. I'm gonna also toss those in. I can unfavor that. Just kind of bugged me because there was just one thing in there. So actually, I put the thing that we needed back in. So where is it? I wish there was a way to tell it how to sort them. There probably is. I've got no clue though. So. Give me a second to find. Found it. Turns out it was lurking in a different thing. So, of what I currently have, the Angry Star Monster is going to be better than that. Better than Shadow Flame. But also, I'm going to go reforge a couple things. So I would prefer my sand stuff to be actually doing good damage. Because I can get a reforge that increases their damage up to like a couple times. So here's Zorks. He's gonna rob us. Yep, 31 gold. And I'll take that. He felt threatened. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's nice. And they'll all do 170 damage per, like, one of their shots. So I think we're gonna do well, plus this increases the damage they do by 8 on the selected target. And I also need to fix my accessories, because I put on the ground scan thing and haven't, and re-put away my dash. So, which I kind of need. The thing is, I don't have anything I want to give up. I'm probably going to have to give up this, because it's the least thing that I'm going to use in that. It will be really useful, but it would require giving up one of these, which I really don't want to do. So now we've got to go do stuff at the labs, which I'm going to go check how to do real quick, because it requires several components that, and visiting a couple of labs, like, you know, the one down here, there's one in the jungle, yeah, jungle, there's this one, the lab, there's one in hell, so, I'll come back to you in a second when I figure out what to do. Okay, I figured out what to do and how to make the code breaker, so, pretty sure it's just crafting. Oh, we can always turn to this. So, code breaker. So we need a charging station, mysterious circuitry, and dubious plating. Dubious plating and mysterious circuitry in the charging station. We all get up at different places. So, our first stop is the one in the sunken sea. So, which is right here. We can take our pogo stick down. So, of course, it makes us fall faster. Now we spin. Here's the charging station. Here we've got some dubious plating, mysterious circuitry, and yellow sea mechanism. Yeah, and it shows that we're late here when I didn't even notice for a second that I was being shot. We can talk to this guy. Nope, got a lag spot. Okay. Yeah, there's something that is much more we can take here. So, at home, and we can craft the and we can craft the code breaker base. Oh, I was looking at weapons, so that's why I didn't show. So we've got the code breaker base. I also put away a seeking mechanism. I suppose called the yellow seeking mechanism. Let's take the code breaker. We'll plop it down here. I think I have to get a Draydon power cell. But actually, so move swiftly to a lab within the sky. So that's actually here. I'm heavily betting. Well, that poor soul got blown to bits. Up we go. Oh, that's too far. And just right. Decryption, dubious, game-seeking mechanism, prototype plasma. Another green seeking mechanism. Part. Oh, I think we actually have to use the like chargers to get Draydon power cells, which I think is what we've got to do. So, and we've got 2 charging stations. I can put one beside it, and on this other side. Okay, I think I've got to get Draydon power cells. So, how do I get them? For... I actually don't know. I'm go double check, but so I know our next stop has to be the blue. So, we've got a green seeking mechanism, which is jungle. So, I go double check what I have to do to get Draydon down. Okay, turns out I have to get the fabricators for the things, which are what these things are. So, yoink. I also forgot to go get the one that's down in the central C, which is the drive, so I need to decrypt that first. Time we go, spinning all the way. Here's the chest, and here's the center one. Take one of those, head back home, and we do need one of those, but not right there. It's Power Cell Factory. Got 11. Make stuff I want to. Back to the wiki site. Oh, no. They're turning on. They're making stuff. Dynamic something see. No description computer installed. Finely detailed diagrams of numerous devices and weaponry dance across the holographic screen. From the unlocks new recipes. Okay, and I assume this one says basic computer. I need a decryption computer. Because it's just the obvious answer. So, what do we need? Decryption computer. 100 wire. That's pretty simple. So I'm gonna swap back to this limber just for general time because it makes me faster. I'm pretty sure I've got the mechanic. I've got Sally. Actually, she may be at the other base. I really need to move them over, but I'm never gonna get to it. Hello. I would like 100 wire. Okay, that's enough. And 15 glass, because of course it needs glass. Craft 30. Yep, and decryption. Now up we go. Paper sheet. And so, code breaker cost us 500. Okay. That's just price gouging me. Alright, that can get chucked away. I know I need to head to the jungle. And just I don't know where, so I can grab several of these. I'm gonna chuck them in this so that I can charge the green seeking mechanism and find the jungle one. So the charger should be able to charge. I hope that seems to be its purpose. Is this gonna be like an ender pearl? I should probably get to the jungle first, which is opposite direction. Oop, and there's an island. There's always an island in the way. Again. Should land pretty much in the jungle. I'm just gonna head to where my Plantera arena is, because then I'll be good open space to head in. So either this is gonna make just an arrow, or it will be an pearl. Those are the only two options. And I'm hoping Ender Pearl. That would be objectively. Also, I am going to be so happy whenever I get past New Lord and I get the Celestial Onion and get 7th accessory slot. So that's going to be so nice. It was 100% going to be needed at that point, but... Okay, so... How are they summoning Queen Bee? I think this one really goes to show how much more powerful we are now. Okay. I've just got to dig that. That's where it went. How can I get them to stop summoning Queen Bee? Slaughter and 18 to 5 damage. They're doing more damage to themselves. This is just animal cruelty at this point. Where are they finding the hives? Okay, here's the lab. And here is a shrine. It's a granite one. That's actually pretty good. That would be much useful earlier in, like, in Full Hard mode. Just gotta go. Okay, oh yeah. Let's put the thing labeled play back. I'm gonna grab have more cell factories. Okay, I'm gonna pop home. These are gonna get placed down, and then I think we'll be done for this episode. So, while I place these down, I hope you enjoyed this episode where we finally beat Astrum Aureas. I can't pronounce his name, but thank you for watching. I hope to see you next episode. I hope I make a next episode and can get back in the rhythm of recording. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you hopefully next time.